As many of you know, yesterday I put up a video on either the Flip Mino or the Flip Ultra. Got a chance to take a look at the Flip Mino today at Best Buy, and I was surprised at how small the viewfinder was. It was a lot smaller in person than what it looked on the videos that I saw on YouTube. I wasn't very impressed because the bigger the viewfinder, the easier it is for me to work with it. Still, given the price point, I was kind of settled on the Flip Mino, primarily because of its size, until I saw something that I will get to in a moment. Before I do, though, I just wanted to make a quick reminder. This particular device does have a price jump, and because of that, it is forcing me to rethink my decision as to whether or not to put this on my Christmas list. I don't think I'm going to. Primarily because of the price point. I'm already going to be getting a Wii for Christmas. That has been a given. I will be getting a Wii for Christmas, and I figured that would be the big gem for this time around. So I might hold off on the camera until either my birthday or next Christmas. But I will be keeping an eye on the market. With that having been said, for those of you who want that video game review video, for those of you that have requested that, those videos, I will be getting to them probably sometime early next week. Just give me gentle reminders, because I've got a presentation to give for my class next week, and I just want to, it's an easy one. I just want to make sure everything's in order for that. So if I forget about it, please, be gentle with the reminders. Don't hit me over the head with a sledgehammer or anything. Also, as a reminder, for those of you that would like me to go off on a tangent and do something other than technology, I do plan to start reviewing my personal taste in music. But I would like to do that with Enyu's new album, and that's not going to be out until next week. So, yeah, once I get that album, I will be doing that. Having said that, this is what I saw today. This is the Panasonic SD. I never can remember the model name of this thing. But anyway, this is the smallest video camera I've ever seen. I'm not kidding. Aside from the Mino, we're talking full size. This is a full function camera here. It's got white balance. It's got 700x digital zoom. It's got all kinds of really neat things. And I paid $300 about 7 years ago. Well, I should say one of my relatives did, because I needed a video camera for graphics class. Because for those of you who do not know, I was a former graphics major in high school, and I loved my JVC camcorder. But here's the deal. I let it sit one summer, and it decided to quit working altogether. It would play videos, but it would not record them. There was something very wrong with, and I've talked to 2 Best Buy people about this. They think it might be the image sensor, and that thing has been out of warranty for years. So I'm thinking about just getting a new camera, and I've been considering this now for about a year, but I'm throwing myself up and down as to whether or not I feel I would need it. I figured that if I did have one, I could get to having some more videos on YouTube on stuff other than tech. One of the reasons I don't do it very often is because for the moment my cell phone is doubling as my video camera, as well, and actually tripling, I should say, video camera and still camera. And I really cannot afford to be out and about all the time, taking various videos of my life because of the battery life, particularly because I'm racking up so many talk hours on the phone. So far I've got over 380 hours, and I want to wait until the battery can literally no longer accept a charge before replacing the battery, because I always figure that a replacement battery for a phone would be a little bit steep, depending on what phone you have. So with that having been said, I've been considering the possibility of a replacement camcorder for about a year now, but I'm still up in the air as to whether or not I feel I would really need it, because I don't want to use it for a little while and then just let it sit there. But with this particular one, I don't think I would have to, because one of the drawbacks to my old one was the fact that it was mini digital video. This one, let's take a little bit of a hardware tour, because I've got quite a few pictures of it, and I will show you what this is all about. And once again, and then we'll get into the software in my notes. Once again, you can see a very simplistic layout. There are no, well, I might as well say it now. There are no moving parts, and you'll see why in a moment when I get to my notes. You can see the this is a pretty neat little camera. I like it a lot. It's got all the typical modes of your standard video camera. Those being video record, video playback, image capture, and image viewing. And this stamp here. Hang on a moment. There we go. That little oops. Sorry about that. That image stamp above the dial is Dolby Stereo Pro Logic, and that's what this records in. It's not surround sound, which I can understand it. I can understand because of the price point. Anyway, here's a little shot of the camera with it actually working, and I apologize for the screen. I've got two shots of the screen, and I'll show them to you in just a moment. This is the menu system for this particular camera, and as you can see, everything is nice, and for the font size, this is better than my current camera. I'm not kidding. The screen is bigger, so working with the menus would be easier. So that's one of the things I like. This is a shot that I took in the store on the camera itself, and you can see the video quality is pretty good. The stamp on the side, there's a little stamp on the side on the right above this SD mark here that says that it has DVD quality recording. I don't know. I guess I'll have to take their word for it. Once again, you can see how big this thing is. It's positively tiny. If I get this, if I get this someday, or something similar to it, because there might be something better that comes out. If I get something similar to this or this very camera, I'll show you my old one versus my new one, and you can see the size comparison. But I'm telling you, this is positively tiny compared to what I currently have that is no longer functioning. On the side here, we've got a switch for the lens cap, and that was really nice. I loved that, because on my old one, you have to keep a manual lens cap in order. This has your typical connections. You have your video out, which is a custom port. That's right below the AC adapter, and below the video out is your micro SD, and you have a second record button. So we have two record buttons, which I think is a nice twist. And finally, we have a little shot of the front of the camera there. This is not much on the front, just a stereo microphone. I'm going to need to hurry up and go through the notes, otherwise we're going to run out of time. So give me a moment to pull those up. Okay, the Panasonic SD memory-driven video camera model SDR-S7. This is the black model, so it's the 7K. Easy controls, great picture. 10 times optical with 700x digital zoom. 100% flash memory. It's SD memory card driven. I don't think there's a limit on capacity. 16 gigs right now is the highest, which is about 4 hours of video. Quick start in under a second. So if you need to quickly capture something, you just push a button, bam. I think you're either recording or you're in standby to recording in literally less than a second. It's Mac and PC compatible. So with Mac, you use iMovie. With Windows, it's a Windows Movie Maker or whatever you want. It comes in colors, red, black, and blue, and the price is $300. So my old camera was $300, and I'm looking at that one versus this one, and I'm like, wow, this is a nice camera. So whether or not I get it remains to be seen, but it's certainly going to be on my radar probably for the next year or so. Comments and questions are welcome. Thank you for watching. Again, I'll be getting to the non-tech stuff once I get Enya's album, starting with music. Thank you for watching, and have a nice evening.